August 2026 is not normie astrology at all. It is a really cool month of this year of 2026, and I am so excited to get into it with you all here. We're doing this month's monthly video live. I'm feeling there's been a lot more live streams happening during this Leo season. I've been feeling like, you know what? Let's just go live. Let's just do it live. So I've been enjoying the energy of that and hope you guys are all doing very well. This is a big month. We've got eclipses, we've got Pluto going out of bounds, we've got Jupiter trine granddaddy Saturn, we've got Chiron retrograde, our first full month of the nodes in Aquarius and Leo, and more. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about what the astrology, Western astrology, means for the whole collective and each of the 12 signs this month of August 2026. And before we go right into the astrology, I want to mention that I am super excited to be offering a uncensored webinar on Sunday, August 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern, August eclipse season webinar for all 12 signs. Registration is now open. If you are a premium or astrology club member on my website, megmoonbeam.com, this is free as a part of your membership. And it's $26 USD. There's currently a discount code, Eclipse10. It's in the description box below. You can use, and I love to do my uncensored webinars over on my website. I can go completely uncensored, say whatever the heck I want to say with my predictions for these eclipses and each of the 12 signs. And, you know, eclipses are one of the most important things to be paying attention to astrologically for the whole collective and all signs. It affects us, the eclipses, for the whole next 6 months to a year ahead. Very helpful. So you don't have to have any astrological background. Beginners are welcome if you'd like to join us for that webinar. And also, my astrology readings are now booking into October, November 2026. I may be getting booked out until 2027 sooner than I realized. So if you would like to have a reading with me, you can go check that out. I have many different reading options over at my website. And if you are a premium or astrology club member, you guys get access to my priority booking schedule. So send us a email through our contact form on the website and we can get you booked in. So yeah, I also do astrology courses, webinars, all my offerings, all that is in the description box. You guys can go check that out. So how's everybody feeling? We've come from a very interesting month of July. We had 6 exact outer planetary aspects. We had the cosmic cradle, the alignment between Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, and Jupiter. Going into August, we are in what my friend Vanessa and I are calling post-cradle. So before the cradle, we were in the pre-cradle. Now we're in the post-cradle. There's still a strong cradle influence. We still have, well, for the first part of July. Let me actually bring the chart to first day of August, rather, not July, August. Let's see here. So we're starting off August. Pluto's still at 4 degrees. Neptune is still at 4 degrees. Uranus is now at 5 degrees. Jupiter is going to be moving fast. So Jupiter is at 7 degrees at the beginning of the month, is going to be really moving fast. And by the time we get to, let me move this forward here, middle of the month, when Jupiter ingresses into 10 degrees, that's literally at the middle of the month, the cradle aspect is lightening off. And then we start to have, again, this strong bisextile between the 3 outermost planets, Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, which is still very significant. And I want to do a whole separate video on that. But for first half of August, we're in post-cradle. So we're still in the energy of this very rare aspect pattern that we have been in. And if you have any placements at 4 degrees of air or fire signs, that cradle, when it was exact to the degree from July 18th to 22nd, you got exactly activated by that cradle. We all did as a collective, but if you have anything in air or fire signs for degrees, that would have hit you directly. The planet that happened in happened for the house that happened in as well. And this cradle is extremely benefic, very lucky, very positive. So, a lot of us, I've been noticing, are experiencing positive shifts. And interesting here, Ford in the chat says, this year has been batshit mental so far. Yeah, this year has been kind of freaking crazy. But I feel like part of it is even the challenges right now. The astrology is saying even the challenges coming up, maybe some of the hard things that we need to let go of that aren't necessarily easy, this is the best things that could be happening to us right now. And there's a lot of unpredictability. Okay. North Node is now in Aquarius. This is our first full month with North Node in Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius, disposited by Uranus, is in still strong trine, Uranus trine Pluto. We're coming out of the full moon in Aquarius that was exact Wednesday, July 29th. Really does still have an influence for the whole next month ahead going into August too, in those Aquarius areas of life and wherever it activated in your chart where you have Aquarius. And Aquarius and Uranus is unpredictability, weirdness, shocks, and surprises. So that's still a theme going into this month. Shocking new things coming in, shocking endings and releases as well. And the more that we surrender to that, the easier that this process is going to be. All the outer planets, there will be a point this month, August 9th and 10th, all planets will be in air and fire signs. Let me show you guys the charts for August 9th and 10th. Now, the moon will be in Cancer, August 9th and 10th, and Chiron is retrograde, 0 degrees of Taurus, but all major planets, the sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto. I have a voice of like a 1940s broadcaster. I don't know where that just came from, but all air and fire. What is air and fire all about, you guys? Let me know in the live chat what you think. To me, air and fire is let's fucking go. Moving ahead. Energy, passion, gifts and talents being reinvigorated. Confidence. Interesting. I'm hearing the word elasticity. Psychically, I'm hearing elasticity. Go with the flow of what is coming up for you right now. Anything that we're trying to hold on to from the past, any sticky stuff from when all the planets were in water and earth, which creates mud and stickiness, let that shit go. Watkins says passion. Yes, it's passionate. Life, being alive, being social, actually having a conversation with people. Isn't it weird, Aquarius and Uranus, that we're living in times where a lot of people are highly uncomfortable with just simply going out of their house, having a conversation with somebody, expressing themselves, being in intimacy and passion and creativity. All of this is being activated right now. And this is a month. One of my predictions for this month, well, there's multiple different things, but a lot of us are going to come into more of a state of wholeness, who we truly are, reconnection to our inner child, and what our real passions, gifts, talents are, and positive energy. We're in Leo season for most of the month with Jupiter in Leo. Woohoo! And thank God, once we get into, let's see when this eases off here. Once we get into August 10th, when Jupiter ingresses to 9 degrees Leo, that Jupiter-Pluto opposition is easing off. Jupiter is no longer in a strong square to Chiron. And so Jupiter, yippee, flying free. We've been in, even though Jupiter has been in Leo for just over a month, it hasn't been super fun because Jupiter's been square Chiron. It's been opposite Pluto. So once we get August 10th, Jupiter 9 degrees out of a strong orb into opposition to Pluto, August 10th onwards, we can really feel that, woo, Jupiter in Leo transit. Very strong for what it is going to share with us. With the sun in Leo. I'm hearing be who you truly are. Do you know who you truly are? This month's astrology is going to help us connect with that. Diane says, fast, fast, fast. That's right. I didn't even mention that. Air and fire together. It's fast. Moving forward. Fast releases, fast insights, fast breakthroughs. And it doesn't mean we have to move fast in every moment, but there's a quickening occurring as well this month. So August 9th and 10th, those 2 days when all the major planets are in fire and air, I think something significant is going to happen. August 9th and 10th. And that's interesting because that's also just a couple days before our first eclipse of this month, eclipse season, right? Solar eclipse in Leo, August 12th. We'll talk about that. There's a lot of positivity, positive breakthroughs. Now, it's not going to all be easy peasy lemon squeezy because that's not life, right? We have light and we have dark. But I feel so strongly with the astrology of right now that whatever may be challenging coming up, kind of scary in terms of world changes, world events, it's actually for our highest good. And it's important to remember that. This cradle, and even being in the post cradle and the bisextile when it turns into that of the outer planets, is support, universal support, big time. So interesting that August 9th and August 10th, there's something collectively going to happen that's like a moving forward. News of maybe a new innovation or invention, discovery. I think something very significant is going to occur August 9th and 10th. It does also feel kind of explosive, because fire and air together is explosive. So is it just an explosive energy? Is there literally going to be an explosion? Is there going to be a volcano? Is there going to be a power outage? Like there's things like this can possibly come up with this energy. And I do really feel that fire and air brings clarity. It brings strong, in the present moment, clarity. There's no water, right? Other than, yes, the moon will be in Cancer August 9th and 10th, but which is its home sign, which is pretty strong. And that's a nice grounding force, but still not a lot of water this month. And the Pisces eclipse, August 28th, is our final Pisces eclipse, lunar eclipse out of 3 in a row. So we're going to talk about that in a moment. So it's eclipse season this month. Eclipse season. Total solar eclipse on August 12th. And I'm going to go really in depth, you guys, in my eclipse webinar. That's going to be like hours and hours of long. There's a lot to unpack with that. So I'm going to touch briefly on the eclipses in today's video, but we'll go very, very deep in the webinar because there's a lot to share on that for anybody that wants to join. So August 12th, total solar eclipse in Leo, 20 degrees Scorpio degree. And then on August 28th, full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces at 4 degrees Cancer degree. The solar eclipse on August 12th happens on the same day that Pluto goes out of bounds. Have you guys ever heard of that term before? Out of bounds. This is a astrological term rather, for when a planet it's in a different relationship to the sun's declination, I think. I'm having a brain fart, but it's technical. And I'm going to do a whole separate video on that because there's a lot to unpack with that. Pluto going out of bounds in Aquarius. And actually, let me look this up. What are the dates of Pluto out of bounds? Because I don't remember that at the top of my head. So look at this. Let me share this with you guys. It's very rare to live in a time when Pluto goes out of bounds. And when a planet goes out of bounds, it's wild. It's a wild card. Now, Pluto being in Aquarius is already a wild card because Pluto is rebelliousness, Aquarius is rebelliousness. So this is not accurate. I don't know why this is saying August 21st. This is the accurate one here. So for a lot of the time, most of the time, from now until 2035, Pluto is out of bounds. And this starts on the day of the solar eclipse in Leo. We are going to start to see this month and moving forward until 2035. I think major rebelliousness, protests, revolution, we the people standing up, creating new systems, rebelliousness. It's a very Wild West energy, I feel. And this is very, very rare. It is not normal to live in a time when Pluto, the planet of transformation, destruction, death, rebirth, secrets being revealed, it's also rebelliousness and intensity, is out of bounds in Aquarius, the sign of freedom, revolution, the collective of humanity. So stay tuned because I'll do a whole other video unpacking that because there's a lot to share with that, right? But there is a drama to this month, I feel like. A drama to this month that many of us have been waiting for. That is good, actually. I think we're going to see a lot more people speaking out on things than has happened previously that needs to speak out in terms of secrets that have been revealed, lies, deceptions, dark stuff. That solar eclipse in Leo, August 12th, in Leo. The sun is at home in Leo, solar eclipse in Leo. Leo is the light. It brings things to light on the same day as Pluto going out of bounds, wildness. So that's going to be super, super powerful. I think a very dramatic time for people in the public eye. We are going to, and I know I've been saying this for a long time, but you guys wait. You guys wait because the astrology is real. We are past due for major leaders and famous people to lose their positions of power. That is going to happen this month. And that's already been happening a little bit, but we're really going to be seeing this happen August and actually over the course of the next year because eclipses have an effect for over the next year. Diane says, we Aquarians are usually out of bounds anyway. Pluto can't help himself. You can kind of look at it like that, yeah. And that August 12th eclipse in Leo at a Scorpio degree, bringing the darkness to light. It's very clear. That eclipse, which we're in the energy of its strongest August 12th, the 5 days before and after, but even this whole month, we can be feeling it. Leo also has to do with our gifts and talents and our passions. So, with it being Leo season with the solar eclipse in Leo and Jupiter in Leo, what are your passions? What do you love to do? Do you love your life? How can you fall more in love with life? How can you open up your heart more? Be connected to your true self, right? So I personally love this Leo eclipse. This Leo eclipse is badass. Yes, it's going to be a drama show in terms of world events, politicians, celebrities, secrets being revealed, sexual scandals. Leo is a sex sign. It's at a sex degree, 20 degrees. Pluto has to do with sex, Pluto going out of bounds. It's going to be a lot coming up, but this is good. We've been waiting a long time for this. The lunar eclipse in Pisces on August 28th is more wavy, sensitive. It's our last Pisces eclipse out of 3 lunar eclipses in Pisces in a row over the past couple of years. And this is a pivotal moment because the North Node is no longer in Pisces. It's our last lunar eclipse in Pisces in this cycle. So it's a pivotal moment for Pisces themes like deep healing, spiritual awakening, cleansing, dissolving what no longer serves, creativity, karmic undoing, and ending karmic cycles and ties. And it's at 4 degrees, which is a Cancer degree, water, Pisces, water. So that Pisces eclipse is going to really help us release things that have been challenging. Ancestral issues, 4 degrees, Cancer degrees, things we've been emotionally attached to, things that actually might be more of like a past life karmic issue than something originating from this life. That can come up with Pisces energy. I think it's a beautiful eclipse time with the Pisces eclipse to be doing deep soul healing work and reflection. Both of the dispositors are in fire signs. Jupiter in Leo, Neptune in Aries. So we're letting that shit go. We're letting it go. We're stepping out of the age of Pisces. Goodbye. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is our last major Pisces transit for the time being. And it will have an effect for the next 6 months, but it's the end, the last one. And I like that Jupiter is in trine to Saturn. Neptune is in a bisextile to the outer planets. So there's very positive aspects to the dispositors of that eclipse. Can be intense, like sensitivity wise. We can be feeling really intense. People can be more emotional. Yes, green mountain girl, MTN girl. Good. Let's put that in the rear view. Just this is what this month is all about. We're really putting in the rear view what's done. What's done is freaking done. This is not a time to be forcing things, right? I'm hearing spirits say, if it's broke, don't fix it. Okay? If it is completely broken, you don't need to fix it and put the energy into it and waste your energy. And I think a lot of that has to do with relationships right now, because there's a lot of air in air. Our energy and where we put our energy, because that's fire. Our passions, our life force, right? We're closing lunar eclipse in Pisces, the leaks, The energetic leaks. What is an energetic leak in your life? When I ask that, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Or is there more than one thing that pops into your head? Get rid of those freaking leaks. Okay? So this eclipse season is powerful. First eclipse in Leo in this eclipse cycle with Leo Aquarius eclipses, last eclipse in Pisces out of the recent Pisces Virgo eclipse cycle. And also when we have that Pisces eclipse, it's in Virgo season. Virgo season starts end of this month, which is about our body, our health, the mundane. How is your physical body doing? I've been feeling this very strong for this year. And let me know if any of you guys have been experiencing this, but I've been really feeling strong that a lot of us are going to be noticing our bodies more, how we actually physically feel. There may even be like pain or discomfort or issues coming up that we weren't aware of before because we're becoming more embodied and in the present moment, right? So I've been feeling that. I think I've been noticing that in myself. Let me know if any of you guys have been feeling that too. I think we can really notice that with that Pisces eclipse, August 28th, and the days surrounding that. So most of the month we're in Leo season, which is about fun, enjoyment, can be drama, children, our inner children, the sun, play, not taking things so seriously, being in our confidence, being fearless. The sun is at home in Leo. This is where it likes to be the most. This is a powerful time of the year when we have Leo season, and it's important to use it wisely. We're going to go through all the 12 signs, see how we can each use it wisely. Virgo season starts at the end of the month on, is that the 22nd? Yeah, September 22nd, which is more grounded, right? More about the harvest, organizing to prepare if you're in the Northern Hemisphere for the fall and the winter to come. So Leo is very celebratory and fun. And I love that not only the sun in Leo, Mercury Leo, but Jupiter in Leo, no longer in those heavy aspects. So we're going to feel that transit even stronger, which is great. And positive aspect with Jupiter at the end of the month, Jupiter trine Chiron. Sorry, Jupiter trine Saturn. That's actually the last day of the month, August 31st, another outer planetary aspect. And that one is quite lucky. Of course, Jupiter is the great benefic, granddaddy Saturn. He can be heavy. But this is a rare aspect, Jupiter trine Saturn, that brings a time of expansion, good luck, where structure and responsibility work together. And this aspect starts to bring a greater collective stability after a highly unstable period. So I think like most of this month in terms of collective world events will be pretty dramatic, Leo drama show. And then I like that Jupiter trine Saturn at the end of the month grounds us, brings us into our body. We integrate whatever has come up. So let's pull some cards for all of us for the month of August, and then we're going to go into readings for each of the 12 signs. Okay. What is our guidance for our highest good for this month of August 2026 with the astrology that we got going on? Interesting. I'm feeling to really shuffle here. That's interesting. Okay, what have we got? Oh, Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands reversed, Three of Wands reversed. That's interesting. And yay, 10 of Cups. Everybody loves that one. Okay, the two tens. Two tens. So I'm going to change my camera here for a moment so that it's easier for us to look at. This card also came up recently. I do a lot of different videos and things, so I forget which one it was, but we did get this card recently as well. 10 of Wands is major endings, which we've been talking about with this month. Major endings, but specifically the 10, did I say 10 of Wands? I mean 10 of Swords. Specifically the 10 of Swords is like endings from things that have been really challenging, right? Endings from situations where maybe we felt betrayed, hurt, used, misunderstood. There's uncomfortable feelings there. Again, any energetic leaks need to be closed this month. It's very good to close those things this month. And this is actually a good card. It's not a bad card. It's just saying, yeah, there's been some heavy challenges and things you've been processing through, but it's ending whether you like it or not. It's a major ending whether you like it or not. And that makes sense with the astrology. Knight of Wands reverse. This is very egotistical when this Knight of Wands is reversed. So that's interesting because the Leo has to do with ego. Leo, dark side of Leo is the ego. And ego is not necessarily a negative thing, but that can be one of the dark sides of Leo placements, is like the very arrogant Leo. Can even be narcissistic if it's not properly balanced and kept in check. So Knight of Wands reverse coming up. A lot of people can be really in their ego, acting out of their ego. So not taking things personally from people right now is really important, because this is just part of the astrological weather. People can be more arrogant. Even people, I'm hearing spirits say, that are nice, that you think is like an earth angel, they can be a little bit more brash, a little bit more like blunt kind of thing. So we need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves with our egos this month. And are we doing things from the heart, or are we doing things from the ego? Right? That's important. Very, very. How can we end things that need to be ended from the heart, not the ego? You know, the ego is, I'm going to go tell that person to go fuck themselves, and I'm not going to, la, 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 la. Okay. No, that's just going to make things even more messy. End things, if there are things that need to be ended, from the heart. Even if it's another person, if it's a relationship, a boss, whatever the hell it is, even if they're in this, let them be in this. Don't take it personally. Has nothing to do with you. People can be acting kind of crazy this month. Okay. Interesting. Three of Wands. So this is a travel card. This, upright is very much about travel, expansion, foresight. Reversed, interesting, because that can have to do with a lot of people feeling to go home, to go to a homeland, to return to a childhood home, childhood town, returning home. Again, there's that theme of who you truly are. Going back to one's roots, getting grounded. That can actually be a very grounding thing to do if you're able to do that. Visit like your elementary school, your neighborhood when you were a kid, if you're able to do that. That feels like it's something that can be grounding this month, and it's feels grounding because there is so much change and moving forward, that to the point of where it can feel like too intense at times, you know? So that's interesting. And then we've also got 10 of cups. Yay. Yay. Happiness, family, domestic bliss, celebration. This is a beautiful card. So we're on the right track, and interesting that there's two tens, which is the last number in the tarot in terms of the suits. So again, endings. Endings can feel weird, especially if it's something that you've been very attached to, if it hurt, ended in not a good way, but the endings bring new life, new relationships, new family joy, new abundance, new positive energy. Interesting, interesting. I also want to pull a bonus card for like collective world events, because I think we're going to have some very interesting things this month. Let's pull one bonus card on that. Ace of Cups. Wow. So there can be a collective world event. I mean, there's going to be, multiple different things that come up, but a major one that I think a lot of us in our like-minded community have been waiting for, that brings emotional fulfillment. Ace of Cups is about emotional fulfillment, being emotionally emotionally overflowing with upliftment, positive news. Interesting. This card also has to do with fertility, pregnancy, women's issues. So we could have a positive breakthrough also when it comes to fertility, women's health, that kind of thing. What's the deeper issue, that solar eclipse at a Scorpio degree, as to why so many women have fertility issues right now? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to get into readings for each of the 12 signs. And of course, we're going to start with our Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. MJ, is that you? How's it going? Okay, let me shift the chart here. La, 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 la. Aries. Why is the chart looking so weird today? Okay, just one sec. Okay, we'll just keep it like that. Whatever. Okay, Aries, 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 Aries. This month, first of all, we have your planetary ruler, Mars. Actually, let me shift this to the solar eclipse. There we go. Okay, nice. So we start off the month with your planetary ruler, Mars, is in Gemini, moves into Cancer on August 11th. Now, Aries, Mars, your planetary ruler, is at fall in Cancer. He doesn't like to be in Cancer. I was born with my Mars in Cancer. Shout out to all my fellow Mars and Cancers. There is positive that can come of Mars in Cancer, and we'll talk about that. But let's start with the challenge first. So, your ruler Mars rules the divine masculine, action, boundaries, aggression, assertion. Cancer is the divine feminine and nurturing, and taking it easy. So with Mars in Cancer, and Mars is going to be in Cancer, I think it's until September 26, 2026, if I'm remembering correctly. You can be feeling more sensitive, Aries. You and the Scorpios, both ruled by Mars, you guys can be feeling a little bit more moody, emotionally sensitive. Your families are very highlighted. Returning home, like that Three of Wands reverse card we got. You can be feeling more nostalgic, like you want to be around your family. Maybe you want to start a family. There's a sensitivity, and physically, your energy levels are more sensitive. Now, the positive of Mars in Cancer is this is one of the most psychic placements in astrology. This is one of the most creative, psychic, spiritual placements. So there's a lot of insights that can be coming intuitively. Pay attention to your dreams. Your intuition is very, very, very strong with Mars in Cancer for sure. For most of the month, the sun is transiting over. Oh, wait, this is the chart for Scorpio. What the hell? Sorry, you guys, but still, we didn't talk about the houses yet, so it's all good. Okay, so this is for Aries. So for most of the month, the sun is in Leo, transiting over your 5th house. You are also going to have the solar eclipse in Leo on August 12th in your 5th house, and Mercury enters Leo on August 9th and will be there for most of the month until August 25th in your 5th house. So the very big emphasis this month on the 5th house of fun, play, creativity, celebration, your inner child. Aries, even though Mars is in Cancer and that can feel very sensitive, you can be feeling things more deeply. You're feeling like you want to have fun, and this is a good time to celebrate life. Be in your creativity, showcase your gifts and talents, connect to your inner child, maybe spend time with kids in your life as well. And there's positive energy, there's positive events that can be coming up this month. It's the fun house, it's the positive house. Venus enters Libra on August 9th and will be there until September 10th. So for most of the month, Venus in Libra in your 7th house. Ooh la la. Look at that, Aries. Venus at home in Libra, at home in your 7th house. So there's actually a very big romantic energy for Aries this month. The 5th house of Leo, where you have the sun, Mercury, eclipse, all happening there. That is romance, that is sex. 7th house and Venus at home in Libra in the 7th house is committed relationships, marriage, engagement, suitors that can last into the long term. So Aries, there is nice transits this month for love life, for spicing up a relationship if you're already in a relationship, for meeting somebody new, meeting a soulmate, dare I say, Aries. There's a very nice love vibration here for you guys this month, which is really, really beautiful. Venus transiting over the 7th is also really good for client relationships, any legal issues. If you need to find a specialist in something like a therapist or a lawyer or something, it is really good time for that as well. And also a good time for, beauty treatments, getting new clothes, focusing on your aesthetic, feng shui. That also has to do with Venus in the 7th house too. On August 28th, we're going to have lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is in your 12th house. So yeah, this is interesting because there's a lot of positive energy for Aries this month. But with your ruler Mars in Cancer in the 4th house, the lunar eclipse in Pisces in your 12th, there's also a high sensitivity physically, emotionally, spiritually as well. So Aries, I know you guys are very fast, 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 go, 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 passionate, assertive, but you may be feeling more than usual this month of August that like you need to take some breaks. You need to get some more sleep. You can be having very vivid dreams. That lunar eclipse in Pisces at the end of the month, that's a really good time for like doing a spa day, going to a retreat center, visiting a sacred site, going to a beautiful place in nature, really nurturing yourself, being in self care, honoring your boundaries, which you guys are really usually really good at. But yeah, nurturing yourself. And there's also a very creative influence to this month as well for you guys with the eclipse in your fifth, 12th. And I'm going to go deeper into the eclipses for each of the 12 signs in my eclipse season webinar coming up. Lucky day of the month for you, Aries, is August 10th when we have the North Node trine Mars. And intense day for the month for you is August 17th when your ruler Mars is in square to Neptune. So those are some days to be aware of. And let's pull a tarot card for our Aries for the month of August. Okay. The Lovers, Aries. The Lovers. I'm going to change my camera view so you can see it. Oh my God, you cannot make this freaking stuff up. The Lovers. Venus in Libra in your 7th house. Trine Uranus. All this Leo. Transits in your 5th. Lovers. So Aries, faded relationships. Up level of current positive relationships. New people coming into your life, soulmates coming into your life in love, in friendship, in business partnership. This is very romantic. Lovers can also have to do with having to make a choice, right? So major choices coming up this month. If there is a big decision that you need to make that you feel like you need more information on, talk to a specialist. Venus in your 7th house. There is help available. So you cannot make this stuff up. This is so crazy. You're also becoming more aware of what kind of relationships you want to have, who resonates with you, what kind of people resonate with you to have committed relationship with, kindred spirits coming in, working with others. That's so cool, Aries. Love that. Love how it all lines up. Wishing you a magical month of August. All righty. Next, we go to our Tauruses. How's it going, Tauruses? My fellow Taurus, sun, moon, rising, my fellow bulls out there. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. We've got our ruler Venus in Virgo, wow, wow, which is her fall position until August 6th. And then it's over. Venus enters Libra. Yay. So it's always really nice when, our planetary ruler is in a home sign, in an exalted sign. Really, really good. So this is good for us. Venus in Libra, our Venus sister sign. And Venus in Libra transiting over our 6th house of our day-to-day routines, health, the office space, pets. So all of these areas going through a very nice positive boost. And it's interesting at the beginning of this transit, actually for most of the month, let me see here. Venus is in trine for like first part of the transit, first week and a half in trine to Pluto, in Aquarius, Uranus, in Gemini. So I like this is good, Taurus. We had a lot of gnarly aspects the last month. So we can be physically feeling good. There can be new work, income opportunities coming into Venus transiting over the 6th. And Sun, for most of the month, is transiting over our 4th house where we have Leo. Mercury enters Leo August 9th. We'll be there until the end of the month. And solar eclipse in Leo in our 4th house as well. on August 12th. So a lot in our fourth house this month of our home, our family, our emotional well-being, our emotional fulfillment, self-care as well, home, homelands kind of thing. So many Tauruses this month, I think there can be good news for us, positive developments with anything that has to do with home, property, real estate, family members. If you're a Taurus sun, moon, or rising that has been, trying to start a family, you're more fertile this month. Medical astrology is real. Or some of you guys might find out you're becoming an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, things like that. There's positive energy coming into your home life, your personal life, your emotional well-being too, which is really, really nice. And August 10th, Mars enters Cancer and is going to be there until end of September. So Mars in our third house. This is funny, you guys, because I was born with Mars in Cancer in my third house. I was born with this. This can be, a little bit challenging for us because the third house, I like to call it the busy house. It rules a lot of different things in life. It's our day-to-day communication, travel, gadgets, our local community. So with Mars transiting over there can be a conflict going on. I think particularly around that Mars square Neptune, that's August 17th. Okay, August 17th, Taurus, and the days surrounding that, just be careful on the roads, be careful in your local community, be extra mindful with your communication. Now, not the whole time it's going to be bad, but I'm just saying there's more of a propensity for like accidents, injuries, breaking something. That's so cool. Watkins Cat House says, I call it the junk drawer. Yeah, literally, that's perfect. The third house is literally the junk drawer. Okay. Now, the positive of Mars in the third house is we're feeling more bold in our communication. We're feeling more confident in our day to day. It's a positive time to be starting something new in terms of learning or a daily habit as well. So just be mindful in particular around August 17th, and we'll be all good, Tauruses, I promise. Lunar eclipse in Pisces on August 28th is in our 11th house. So that lunar eclipse is bringing a closing, illumination to friendships, community, teams, long-term goals, wishes, dreams. I've been saying for long time that plans are changing. Long-term goals are changing. Things are happening in many different respects for a lot of us in a different way than we have originally planned. Pay attention to your dreams, Taurus, around that August 28th eclipse, because you can literally be dreaming, Pisces, about the future. 11th house, things that are in alignment for you to be focusing on. There also may be a friendship or relationship that comes to a closing point, or you see something more clearly relationship wise as well. So also a good time to be networking. Eclipse at the end of the month in your 11th house, go to events, be around like-minded community, friends, that kind of thing. Lucky days of the month for you, Taurus, are August 11th when we have Venus trine Uranus, August 13th when Venus is sextile Mercury, and August 17th when we have Jupiter sextile Venus. Intense day of the month is August 21st for you when your ruler Venus is in an opposition to Saturn. That can feel a little bit heavy. There may be some reality checks. So pay attention to that. Now let's pull a card for our Tauruses for the month of August 2026. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Another major arcana. Okay, I'm going to freak if everybody gets a major arcana. Aries got a major arcana. Now Taurus gets a major arcana. It is the Temperance card. And the Temperance is about balance. It is about peace. It is about combining forces of things, serenity. It's interesting because it's very much about balance. I always feel with the temperance, there's a very big healing energy to this card. So, Taurus, interesting. We are being healed. All these Leo transits in our fourth house, healing our home, emotional well being. I'm getting that this is a really good month, Taurus, to be doing a deep freaking clean of your home, fourth house. Do some feng shui into your home. Look into how to bring more positivity, light, fun into your home through maybe feng shui or even what's that thing called? Biogeometry. That's another way of clearing out the home. And also peace in your family relationships. If you've been having a conflict with a family member, there might be a peaceful resolution this month for sure, and more harmony and enjoyment just coming in general. So that's beautiful for you guys. Yay. Have an absolutely magical month. All right. We're now going to move to our Geminis. Geminis for the month of August. How are we doing, Gemini? Mercury is direct. Woohoo! Oh my God, that was a crazy freaking Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Curious to hear from you, Geminis, in the live chat or the comments below from the replay. What the heck was that like for you guys? Oh my God, that was really crazy for me. I heard a lot of people say, yeah, we underestimated that Mercury retrograde in Cancer. That was very, very intense, moody, people acting weird. So thank God Mercury is now direct. And on August 4th, at the beginning of the month, Mercury moves into Leo. Yay, in your third house, which is the home house of Leo. Sorry, of Mercury. So there's a very big mercurial third house influence for you this month. You've got the sun transiting over the third, Mercury in Leo in the third, solar eclipse in Leo in the third on August 12th. And this is your home house. This is the Gemini ruled areas of life. So, Geminis, I think you are in your element this month. Get your voice out there. Gemini, sun, moon, and risings. Okay. Have you been thinking about starting a podcast? Have you been thinking about getting more into marketing, creating your own business, teaching, learning? Oh, I'm hearing Spirit say, what have you been thinking about? What have you been scheming about? But there's maybe been a little bit of, uh, not yet. I'm not ready yet. I'll wait. No, you're ready. This is all systems go. Gemini, this month for you is all systems go. Put yourself out there, share your gifts and talents, speak your truth, and in particular in your local community and online social media. That's third house. And I'm feeling there's a lot of you Geminis that, talk. You've been maybe thinking about starting a podcast, starting a blog, starting a local community group, something in your community. The answer is yes. The answer is hell yes. Mercury's direct, all this in your third house. Let's go. I'm burning some Palo Santo. Venus enters Libra on August 6th and will be there until middle of September. In your fifth house. Ooh, this is also romantic. I think many Geminis, similar to the Aries, you'll be starting a new relationship. There could be a friend that becomes a lover. There can be a new suitor coming forward. Or if you're already in a relationship, there can be a nice, reinvigoration, sparks, rekindling of the relationship. Venus in the fifth, also good for money, good for risky investments. I'm not a financial advisor, just saying. And it's very creative. Like I'm feeling Geminis, what the heck is going on with you guys? Because I'm feeling this energy of like something needs to get out there. Let it out. Let it out. Like a lot of you have been waiting to put something out there, speaking something out there, writing something out there, facilitating out there. And now's the time. Do it. Do it to it, brothers and sisters. Okay. And we've also got on August 10th, Mars enters Cancer, going to be there until the end of September. And Mars in Cancer is transiting over your second house. I mean, there's a lot interesting here, Geminis. There's just a lot supporting you in doing your own thing now. Jules says, yes. MJ says, feeling it, Meg, but resistance. Oh my, yeah, I'm feeling a lot of Gemini, like there's a resistance to something, but actually now's the time. I think a lot of you guys are stepping into self-employment, being your own boss, working from home, doing something you're really passionate about. And Geminis are very, you guys are very smart. You guys are very inventive. You got Uranus in your sign right now. So even if the ideas are weird, if it feels right, go for it. Go for it. And oh, look at this. You can't make this stuff up. Lunar eclipse in Pisces, August 28th in your 10th house. The end of a job, the end of work, a profession, a field that you've been in, a role that you've had, the end of long-term goals you've been holding on to, new ones being created, the end of issues with 10th house is also, it's not just work and reputation, it's your parents, it's your grandparents, it's your elders. End of issues that you've been holding on to from your elders. Well, I can't do that because my mom doesn't want me to. We're letting that shit go. Okay. And I'm not saying everybody's like that, but some people are like that. And it's like, okay, let that go. Right. So this is a big month for Geminis. Interesting. Let me know what happens. Lucky days of the month for you guys. August 13th, your ruler Mercury is sextile Venus. August 15th, Mercury conjunct Jupiter. Ooh la la. Intense days of the month, August 10th, Mercury square Chiron. August 28th, we've got that lunar eclipse in Pisces with Mercury square Uranus. So that might, Geminis, you might feel, what the heck am I letting go? What the heck is coming to the surface at the end of the month with that eclipse? But it's good. Let go of what no longer serves. Uranus is in your sign, which is fun, which is electric, which is not boring at all, and is very liberating. Okay, pull a card for our gems, Geminis. See what we got over here. The Seven of Pentacles. So this Seven of Pentacles, he's looking at his pentacles. He's been working hard. He's put a lot of time in. And it's the harvest, it's things paying off, it's rewards and manifestation. So Geminis, you have a lot of ideas and you're very gifted at multiple different things. Gemini rules to be multi-talented, but how are you manifesting that into the physical? How can you get even more grounded in your gifts, in your work, in your profession, in your manifestations? You can. It takes time. It takes making the investment, but it will pay off. MJ says, harvest time, baby. Feeling this so much. Definitely. Sending lots of love to you guys. Have a magical month of August. Cancers, what's up, Cancers? What's up? We've got eclipse season this month. You're ruled by the moon. So you and Leo's ruled by the sun. Whenever we have eclipses, you can be feeling that very, very strong. Right? So Cancer's eclipse season, we're in the eclipse portal August 12th to August 28th. Can be more sensitive, just be mindful of that. You got a very big emphasis this month on your second house. The sun transiting in Leo over your second, Mercury in Leo. Jupiter's now in Leo, not in those heavy aspects. Solar eclipse in Leo on August 12th. Second house, Cancer, is about your values and your self-worth and pleasure and enjoyment in life. Also, money, income. So, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, but this is good for making financial change and choosing things that bring growth in income, right? Jupiter in the second, being very mindful where you put your energy financially, how you are working. If you're a working Cancer, are you in a job that you're actually passionate about? Starting to make money from your gifts and talents. Investing in gold. Leos. I'm not a financial advisor, but just saying, you have Leo in the second house. Leo is gold. Mars enters Cancer on August 10th, is going to be there until the end of September. Oh, Mars in Cancer. I talked earlier, I was born with that placement. I know it well. So Mars in Cancer, people are more moody, people are more sensitive. It can be harder to put up the boundary. It can be really uncomfortable to put up the boundary. Oh my God, Mars in Cancer. But guess what, Cancers? You can do it. You're being tested on your boundaries this month. Saying yes, it's easy to say yes. Sometimes having to say no, it's not easy. Mars in Cancer, it's not easy to say no because you feel what other people are going to feel when you say the no. So Mars in Cancer is like, oh, I'd rather not say no. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to deal with that. But Cancers, the better that you get at your boundaries, right? The more pleasure in your life, the more energized you feel. Leo in the second, the more abundant you become, the more positive opportunities that come your way. So it doesn't serve you to be, not putting up the boundaries. I know I have Mars in Cancer. Take it from me. Positive of Mars in Cancer, Mars in the first house, you can be feeling more like, even though it's in Cancer, you really want to put up that boundary. You really want to be more in the leadership authority role of your life. And this is good for starting like a new exercise or physical activity. Two, you can be feeling really inspired, on fire. Lunar eclipse in Pisces at the end of the month, August 28th, is in your 9th house. Interesting. So a lot of Cancers, at the end of the month, you may be in a foreign place. You may be completing a course or a study. You may be planning for a foreign trip of a faraway location. You may be dissolving, Pisces eclipse, beliefs that you've had in the past, right? There's a lot for Cancers letting go this month to allow for your natural positive energies to be shining through. And I know I talk about this a lot for Cancers and Libras and Pisces, but Cancers, it's really important this month that you be honest with yourself about the boundaries that need to be put up, because you are one of the crack of the zodiac, okay? You Taurus, Libras, and Pisces, you guys are the crack of the zodiac. That's my little saying for you guys. People can't get enough of you guys. But the truth is you can't give all your energy to everybody else. You need to nourish yourself. You need to be there for yourself. Love yourself first. Lucky days of the month for you. August 12th, solar eclipse in Leo. An intense day of the month for you is August 28th with the lunar eclipse in Pisces. And your tarot card for the month is another pentacle. Interesting. We got the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, one after the other. Isn't that interesting? And both of them have to do with patience, investments. You know, the 8 of Pentacles, he's more about new jobs, self-employment, building a business, your gifts and talents, hard work. Yes to work and financial changes. Yes to believing in yourself. Yes to doing what you want to do based on your confidence, your gifts and talents. Yes to putting the energy in to learning something new. If you've been thinking about taking a course or a workshop, learning something new, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And if you haven't thought about it, that might be coming up for you guys. Okay. Love you, Cancer. Have a magical month of August. Leos. Well, you guys are you're the stars of the show, the stars of this Leo season show. First of all, happy birthday to our August Leo suns. This is for Leo sun, moon, and risings, but happy birthday to our August Leo suns. Your ruler, the sun, is in Leo, transiting over your first house. We've got solar eclipse in your sign, August 12th. We've got Mercury entering your sign on August 9th. We'll be there for most of the month. Jupiter is in your sign. Wow, wow, wow. There's a lot of Leo. And Leos, I've noticed lately that it's been challenging for a lot of you guys in recent years. Since Pluto entered Aquarius and started opposing Leo, a lot of Leos I know, it's been quite the challenging time. A lot of you guys are being tested. It hasn't felt very fun for a lot of you guys, but the good news is this Leo season can be fun. I think a lot of you can be feeling lighter. We need you to be the fun. We need you to bring the light. That is your gifts. That's what you're here to do. We need you to be the leaders. We need you to shine the way. And I think you guys are going to be initiated even more into that this month. Oh my God. Lithan, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, says, I have a 1-degree Leo rising. I almost ended up homeless when the Pluto opposition started. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's been crazy for a lot of Leos. Yes, still Pluto is opposing you guys, but Jupiter's now in your sign. We've got a badass eclipse in your sign. We've got not Pluto, but other outer planets positively aspecting your sign. So be the light anyways, be the leader anyways, be the badass anyways, and you're being supported in that. And again, challenges that may be coming up, it's the best thing that could have happened to you. I know it's weird, but I'm feeling that very strong as a psychic message. So if the relationship didn't work out, if that long-term goal didn't work out, there's something even better on the way. Right? Venus enters Libra on August 6th and will be there until middle of September in your third house. So you're being very blessed with your voice, with sharing yourself in your local community with friendships, with females in particular. Mars in Cancer starts on August 10th and will be there until end of September. And Mars in Cancer is in your 12th house. When you have Mars or Pluto in the 12th house, that can be hidden enemies coming to light. And I'm not saying every Leo has a hidden enemy, but some of you Leos, there may be a hidden enemy. You know, I think it's very important for Leos right now to have positive people around you, because Leo is one of the signs that people can get jealous of Leo. People can get jealous of you guys because you're very strong, you're very confident, you're very bright, and you don't need to have anyone around you that it makes you feel like crap. So some of you guys, there may be relationship exposed, even possibly with a family member. Mars and Cancer. A family member may be really triggered by you. Don't let that get to you. Don't let that get to you. Mars in the 12th also from now until end of September can be very active dreams. Your dreams can be, whoa, like very active, running, you know, a lot of activity in the dream time. And Mars in the 12th is also a very good time for creative behind the scenes work. Lunar eclipse in Pisces at the end of the month, August 28th, in your 8th house. Whoa. Last lunar eclipse in Pisces out of 3 in a row in your 8th house of Scorpio. Death, rebirth, transformation, secrets being revealed, the shadow side of life, really deep healing, depths, intensity, merging resources with others. So I think this whole process of Pluto opposing you, Leo placements, these 3 eclipses in a row in your 8th house, this has been intense stuff. There's been major endings, death and rebirth for Leos. And I think this last eclipse in Pisces is like a relief. Woo, okay. That thing's done. That thing's come to a death. You're at a major completion point. You know, and I think you Leos are being very tested on what serves you and what doesn't. And you're very generous. You're very open-hearted, but you do not need to be everybody's friend. You do not need to take on everybody's stuff. You do not need to be over generous where it doesn't serve you. Toxicity being exposed, endings being completed. Lucky day of the month. I think that solar eclipse in Leo is really lucky, August 12th. Also August 8th, when we've got Sun trine Saturn. And intense day of the month is August 28th. That lunar eclipse in Pisces, the Sun is square Uranus. That can feel kind of weird, destabilizing on that day. Funky town, so being aware of that. And let's pull a tarot card for our Leos out there for the month of August. Oh, sorry for the weird noise. Okay, you guys get 2 cards. First one's the 3 of Swords. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we talked about how a lot of Leos, this has been gnarly. This has been really intense. Pluto opposing you guys, these 3 Pisces eclipses in a row in your 8th house of Scorpio, death. A lot of you have gone through pain, heartbreak, betrayal. I'm hearing distrust, some hard situations. Okay. But I pulled a clarifier. 5 of Cups reverse. That this is coming to a completion point. 5 of Cups reverse is good. Moving forward, moving on, healing, moving on from grief. 5 of Cups upright is grief. It's heavy. So with this being kind of the clarifier with this, moving on this month from the hurt and the Three of Swords energy. And anything trying to keep you down, keep you in that Three of Swords, let it go. Move on. Right? You do not need to feel crappy. That is important. Okay, Leos, love you guys. Have a magical month of August. And next we go to our Virgos. Okay, Virgos, this month, first of all, your ruler Mercury is now direct. Awesome. No more Mercury retrograde. And your ruler Mercury is in Leo in your 12th house. You've got the sun transiting over your 12th house for most of the month in Leo, solar eclipse in Leo in your 12th house. So the 12th house is super highlighted. This is the house of the Pisces ruled areas of the spirit world, behind the scenes work, reflection, alone time, solitude, healing, karmic undoing, intuition, creativity, hidden enemies. Now, you don't have Pluto or Mars there like the Leos do. So I don't think you need to worry so much about hidden enemies coming up to the surface, but this is very reflective month. This is a great month for having some alone time, behind the scenes work. Not You can be working on things, Leo, passions, gifts, talents, creativity, things that bring you joy, but not being center stage at this time. This is more of a moment of receiving, reflection, working on things before you put it out there, dream work. Some of you guys may be traveling to faraway, distant countries, which can be fun. Leo in the 12th house, traveling to sunny places, tropical places, islands. Those can have to do with Leo, very much so. When Venus enters Libra on August 6th and is going to be there until September in your second house. Venus at home in Libra in the second. This is great for finances. This is great for work opportunities, budgeting, self-worth, being in pleasure. I think this is a good month for Virgos to really be nourishing yourselves, self-care. Blessings can come in that way when you do that as well. And Mars enters Cancer on August 10th and will be there until the end of September, bringing a highlight to your friends, community, networking, long-term goals, dreams, wishes, desires. And there could be a conflict with a friend or a group you're associated with, or, some boundaries that need to be set, right? But you can handle it, Virgo, and you can be possibly called to be more in a leadership role, be more in an authentic role of who you truly are in your community or teams that you're associated with. That lunar eclipse in Pisces at the end of the month in your 7th house. So you guys have been going through these 3 Pisces eclipses in a row, clearing out karmic relationships. I've seen so many Virgos. You guys have been going through freaking clearing of karmic relationships. It's been intense for you guys. There's also been, soulmate relationships coming in, but you're creating more space for positive relationships, love, friendship, business partnership in your life with those Pisces eclipses for sure. Lucky days of the month for you are August 13th, when we've got Mercury sextile Venus, August 15th, when Mercury is conjunct Jupiter, and intense days of the month are August 10th, when your ruler Mercury is square Chiron, and August 28th, when that lunar eclipse in Pisces is on the same day as Mercury square Uranus. So be mindful of those days. And let's pull a card for our magical Virgos out there for the month of August. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Mm, what the heck? Wheel of Fortune. Virgo's Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter card. You got a lot going in your 12th house, which is the Pisces house, traditionally ruled by Jupiter. Wheel of Fortune is luck, the cycles of life, positive change, destiny, soulmates, fate. Fortune favors the bold. I'm hearing that for you guys very strong. Fortune favors the bold. So you're in a very big cycle of change, relationships transforming, right? And be open to good fortune, what the universe has to offer you right now. Having a strong spiritual connection with all those transits in the 12th is a good idea. Meditation, prayer, spiritual practices that resonate with you. Okay, Virgo, sending lots of love your way and have a magical month of August. Next, we have our Libra sun, moon, and risings. How's it going, Libra? Excuse me. This month of August, very, very nice. We've got your ruler Venus in Virgo until August 6th, then enters Libra and is going to be there all the way until September. So, yay, your ruler Venus at home in your sign. This is good. This is good for your physical body. This is good for love, harmony, balance, abundance, just overall feeling good. Love that for you guys. And, there's a very big emphasis this month on your 11th house. The sun is transiting over there for most of the month. Mercury's in there. Solar eclipse in Leo is in there, Libras. So the 11th house is about your friends, your community, networking, your long-term wishes and dreams, the future, your relationship to technology. I think a lot of you Libras, there can be very positive new connections that you're making, like soulmate relationships in teams, friends, work associates coming in. This is an amazing month, Libras, to be networking, getting out there, going to events, sharing your gifts and talents online, making a website, if you're making your own business, believing in yourself. And there can be gains. 11th house is also gains. It's one of the financial houses. Leo is a financial sign. So there can be, I'm not a financial advisor, but some returns on investments coming in as well, which is really, really cool. We've got Mars in Cancer starting on August 10th and will be there until the end of September, happening in your 10th house. So you can be feeling really inspired, assertive, professionally. There can be a conflict with a boss or a parent or a grandparent during Mars in Cancer, but you're up leveling your professional life, your public reputation, what you do out into the world, what you're known for, and boundaries, clear boundaries. And Libra, you're one of the signs that, Libra boundaries can be a challenge. Having healthy boundaries at work is very important to be aware of this month. At the end of the month, lunar eclipse in Pisces is in your 6th house. And this is the last Pisces eclipse out of 3 lunar ones we've had in a row. So, lunar eclipses are about endings, dissolving, illumination. Libras, this could be like the full circle moment of a health issue that you've been dealing with, a work role that you're complete with. There can be pets highlighted as well, animals in your life. This is great. Like lunar eclipse in Pisces in the 6th house is amazing for doing a physical cleanse, doing health treatments and protocols that are very deeply cleansing and nourishing to your body too. And I think you guys Libras this month are being really asked to take a look at, especially when it comes to your professional life, like, are you actually passionate about what you do? And how can you bring more passion into that area of life? Lucky days of the month for you are August 11th, when Venus is trine Uranus, August 13th, when Mercury is sextile Venus, and August 17th, when Venus is sextile Jupiter. Intense day of the month is August 21st, when Venus is opposite Saturn. Let's pull a card for our lovely Libras for this month of, oh, there's one falling out, August. Page of Pentacles. Nice. Good news in earthly matters, investment. A lot of the cards today have the word investment. Interesting. So that's a message for all of us. This Page of Pentacles is, yeah, positive new work opportunities, financial opportunities, feeling more grounded, feeling more solid in your routines, being open to positive development in earthly matters, and being curious about life, which I think Libras, you guys tend to be quite curious about life. This is a very positive card. So yay, yay, yay. Awesome. Sending lots of love to our Libras out there. Have a magical month of August. Next, we've got my fellow Scorpios, Scorpio, sun, moon, and risings. Very interesting month. Okay. First of all, our traditional ruler Mars enters Cancer on, what's the day of that? On August 10th. Now, Mars is at fall in Cancer and is going to be there until the end of September. So for us and our sister sign, the Aries, this can be, we can be feeling more physically tired, emotionally moody, just like easily on edge with Mars and Cancer. But the positive is it's very creative, it's very intuitive as well. It's calling us to really strengthen our self-care and self-nurturance. Our other planetary ruler, Pluto, goes out of bounds on the day of the solar eclipse in Leo. So, Scorpios, our traditional ruler, Pluto, going out of bounds, and is going to be out of bounds for a lot of the time from now until 2035. We are like wild cards, and I'm going to do a whole other video on this Pluto out of bounds. Stay tuned for that. We're even more rebellious. We're stepping into being even more rebellious, even more of a wild card, even more crazy. Okay, which there can be good crazy and there can be bad crazy. So Scorpios, if you're feeling more like August 12th moving onwards, you know what? I'm going to jump out of that plane with no harness, or you know what? I'm going to do this totally extreme thing. Be cautious because Pluto is out of bounds. We can be actually even more extreme. So positive in the sense that I think we're feeling even more confident and wanting to live life to the fullest, but challenging in the sense of, we need to remain grounded and not do things to such a crazy extreme that we might be putting ourselves in danger. Okay. So just being mindful of that. Danger, danger. This month, we have a very big emphasis on our 10th house. The sun is transiting over there in Leo. Mercury is there. Solar eclipse in Leo there. So Scorpios, this is an amazing time for your work, professional life, long-term goals, strengthening your relationship with your elders, parents, grandparents, bosses. If you've been a Scorpio and you're like, should I be focusing on work or should I be focusing on something else? The astrological weather is saying, focus on your work. This is an amazing time to start your own business. You can be getting a promotion. Putting the work in can bring fruition and things that last really long into the long term. So we're being like professionally recognized, very supported, and showing more of our gifts and talents and what we're passionate about, which is awesome. Venus enters Libra on August 6th, will be there until September, and is transiting over our 12th house. So Venus over our 12th house, it's making us very sensual, dreamy, creative. There can be a lot of creativity happening behind the scenes this month for Scorpio. You're being even creatively inspired to change things you do professionally at work that can be very, very positive and innovative, which is great. So yeah, this is a good time to be working. And if you're not a working Scorpio, this is a time to be thinking about, what is my sense of responsibility in life? What are my long-term goals? Am I putting energy towards those things? How can you be even more in alignment with those things? Lunar eclipse in Pisces at the end of the month is happening in your fifth house, which is also highly creative, also about your gifts and talents. Um, so, Scorpios, a lot of you are creatives and artists in some sort of fashion. This is an amazing month to get into a creative pursuit or hobby. And there can be really cool ideas that come forward. Also, that lunar eclipse in the fifth house, this is fun. This is playful. This is romantic. This is, healing your inner child. That Pisces eclipse can be a beautiful time to do some inner child healing too. So I like this month for Scorpios. For finally, we have a good month. Finally. Lucky days are August 10th when North Node is trine Mars and Venus trine Pluto. And intense day is August 17th with Mars, our traditional ruler, square. Now let's pull. My freaking phone is being so noise. Why is that making a sound through here? Sorry. Okay, got rid of that. Okay, tarot card for Scorpios for the month of August. It's gonna be a good month for Scorpios, finally. We have got the 9 of Pentacles. This is one of my most favorite tarot cards. Independent wealth. What did I say about work? Scorpios? Very good month for work, abundance, independent wealth, success, prosperity, hard work paying off, enjoyment. Hard work paying off, being in the pleasure and beauty of life, generosity as well. Nazi Naz says, finally is correct. LOL. I'm a Scorpio sun, Cancer rising, Libra moon. Yeah. Is being a Scorpio, it's not easy. I'm not going to go on a whole tangent about that, but shout out to all my fellow Scorpios. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, Scorpios. Awesome. Have a magical month of August. Just watch out for Pluto out of bounds. Don't want to mess with that. Okay, next we've got our Saggies, Sagittarius. How's it going? Well, I'm very happy for Sagittarius because you've had your ruler Jupiter in Leo for the past month, but now as of, what was the day that I said? August 9th. After the first week of August, we're really going to be feeling that Jupiter in Leo transit even stronger because it's no longer going to be in strong opposition to Pluto, strong square to Chiron. So yay, your ruler Jupiter in Leo, not in heavy aspects anymore. Actually coming up to a trine to Saturn at the end of the month. So Sagittarius, this is also a very positive month for you. Breakthroughs, reinvigorated energy. Wow. You've also got a lot of the Leo transits in your 9th house, which is the Sagittarius ruled house. This is your home house. So you're very in your element. You're feeling inspired, optimistic. Many of you guys may be traveling this month or planning a really exciting travel that you're feeling really passionate about, long-term travel in the future. Many of you guys may be inspired to start teaching or taking a course or expanding your consciousness, your Sagittarian consciousness even further. This is positive and this is lucky. And I'm really liking this energy for you guys a lot. Venus in Libra transiting over your 11th, starting on August 6th and going until September is really nice too. That's also good for financial gains, returns on investments, harmony, beauty, balance in friendships. Great for networking, meeting new business partners at a networking event, positive new friends. females, which is beautiful. And Mars in Cancer, starting on August 10th, going until the end of September, transiting over your eighth house, which that is an intense thing because Mars is the traditional ruler of Scorpio in the eighth house. But I love Mars in the eighth house because that's very fast releases. People that I know with Mars in the eighth house, when people have transit Mars in the eighth house, it's very fast releases. Like, that doesn't serve me. I'm letting that go. That doesn't feel good. End. So, fast releases. It is a good time also for like detox, physical cleansing, Mars in the eighth house, if you're interested in that at all. And that Pisces eclipse at the end of the month is happening in your fourth house of homes, family, property, real estate, your emotional well-being. So I think part of these three Pisces eclipses in a row that we've been going through, you've been clearing a lot of ancestral karma. Sagittarius, there's maybe been some challenges with home or family in the past 2 to 3 years that's been coming up. And it feels like a full circle moment with that. If you've been waiting to sell a house, the house can sell. If there's been an issue with a family member, it can be coming to a resolving point as well. You can be feeling more emotionally fulfilled. There's a big lightness for Sagittarius this month. This is a fun month for our Saggies. Lucky days of the month for you are August 15th, when we have Mercury conjunct Jupiter, August 17th, Venus sextile Jupiter, and August 31st, when Venus is trine Saturn. Yay, Sagittarius. Okay, let's pull some cards for you guys for the month of August. Oh, wow. 10 of Swords. And we got that in the collective cards too, which is about major endings. Can be defeat, backstabbing, betrayal, like an ending, a completion because of a major hurt. And I feel like this month, Sagittarius, a lot of you guys are starting to really move on from something traumatic that you've went through or something that's been bothering you in recent times. If there's something you've been struggling with to let go, this is the breakthrough month. And Mars in your eighth house is definitely helping with that too. So love you guys so much and have a magical month of August. Moving on to our Capricorns, we have a few more signs. Capricorns, how is it going? Well, first of all, Granddaddy Saturn, your ruler, is now retrograde, just went retrograde end of July recently. So with Saturn retrograde, this is a time where, it's not the best time to be making completely new major life starts and decisions. Saturn retrograde until now in December is a really good time to be watching the practical side of everything, reassessing your long-term goals, reassessing your work and where you put your energy into. This month, there is a very big emphasis on your eighth house of Scorpio. That's where you guys have Leo, which is funny. You've got the sun transiting over there, the solar eclipse happening there on August 12th. Mercury's there. Jupiter in Leo is now there. So this is a month of transformation, shedding, clearing what is holding you back from being in your joy, your gifts and talents, your confidence, all of those Leo things. So this can be a month of intensity for Capricorn, some intense revelations, secrets, intense healing opportunities coming up to the surface. But I like that you guys have Leos in the eighth house. You guys can handle it. Okay. You're Capricorns. You're not a mamby-pamby sign. So if something comes up for you to deal with, you can actually deal with it with passion, with excitement. Venus entering Libra on August 6th and going to be there until September is in your 10th house. Yay! Positive energy, balance, harmony at work, with your long-term goals, with finances as well. There can be positive new financial opportunities coming up. Also, the eighth house is not just intensity and transformation, it's merging with others. It's a relationship house, it's sex and intimacy, it's investments too. So, a lot of Capricorns, especially over the course of the next year, with that eclipse influence in there, Jupiter in Leo in there, there's going to be returns on investments, which everybody likes to hear that. Mars enters Cancer on August 10th, will be there until the end of September, and that's in your seventh house of relationships, commitments, obligations. So Mars in the seventh house for, almost 2 months until the end of September, it is bringing up the power dynamics in your relationships, the boundaries. I feel like for a lot of us, Mars in Cancer is going to bring up the need to put up really good boundaries. Um, who is positive in relationship in your life? Is there something that is energetically draining relationship wise that we need to pay attention to? Also, the seventh house just rules other people in your life. And with Mars there might be, in particular, like a family member going through a particularly challenging time where you may need to be in a supportive role this month. At the end of the month, lunar eclipse in Pisces is happening in your third house, the busy house, the junk drawer, as I forget who it was that said that in the live chat, the drunk drawer house. And that's going to be a weird eclipse because it's Sun square Uranus, Mercury square Uranus. It's the last one in Pisces. So it's like, there can be some important, maybe uncomfortable conversations that need to be had near the end of the month with that Pisces eclipse. In your third house, you're seeing things more clearly in your day-to-day life. Illusions are being revealed. Be mindful, okay, Pisces eclipse in your third house, of things going missing. Now, I'm not wanting anything to go missing, but Pisces rules things going missing. People that I know that have major Pisces placements, a lot of them lose things, have things go missing. So with that last Pisces eclipse in your third house, just, it could also be something that went missing coming back. You find something that went missing too. So clear communication. That can just feel like a little bit of a wonky time at the end of the month with that eclipse, but it's not going to last forever. Lucky days of the month for you are August 6th with Sun trine Saturn, August 17th, Mercury trine Saturn, August 31st, Jupiter trine Saturn. And intense day of the month is August 21st when Venus is opposite Saturn. Let's pull a card for Capricorns for the month of August. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Ooh, Queen of Swords. That's a nice one. She speaks her truth. Pisces eclipse in your third house, Mars in your seventh house. She's about communication. She can be critical. She's brutally honest. Maybe you need to be brutally honest with someone or more than one person this month. Give that like Capricorn brutal honesty. Again, there's a theme of important conversations, speaking your truth. We talked earlier in the video about speaking from the heart, not speaking from the ego. This Leo season can be making things more dramatic sometimes than they need to be. So just be mindful of that. And wishing you guys a magical month of August. Thanks for joining in. Alrighty, Aquarius, how are we doing? We've got your traditional ruler, Saturn, Granddaddy Saturn retrograde as of the end of July. So similar to what I said to Capricorns that are also ruled by Saturn. From now until December during the Saturn retrograde, it's not the best time to be like making a major decision, starting something completely new. It's more of a time with Saturn retrograde of reassessing your long-term goals, reassessing your work, kind of like taking stock of where you're at. We've got a very big emphasis this month on your seventh house, Sun is transiting there, solar eclipse is there, Mercury and Jupiter is there, the South Node is there as well now. So this is relationships, which we've been talking about a lot lately, because this is a collective theme. But Aquarius, this is, new people coming into your life, new love, new best friend, new work associates, new obligations, new aesthetic style and inspiration too. That can be the seventh house. So positive new energy in your relationships, which is really beautiful. Venus enters Libra on August 6th and will be there until September and is transiting over your ninth house. So that's really nice for pleasurable travel. That is really nice for anything having to do with foreign people, travel, or things. That is also really good for legal matters. Venus transiting over the ninth house too. Seventh house can also be legal matters. So if you're an Aquarius going through anything legal related, I think the astrology is actually really good for you guys right now. And interesting, I'm getting a weird psychic smell that just came out of nowhere. That was so weird. That was something that just came and went. It smelt like an old smell. I am also a psychic medium, you guys, as well as an astrologer, so I, get a lot of intuitive impressions, and I just got a smell of somebody from an older time. I know that sounds really weird, but that's what's coming up. So interesting, Aquarians. I think there's just maybe a general message coming through of your loved ones on the other side are very much with you. Some of you Aquarians might have gone through a death of a physical loved one recently. I mean, Pluto is in your sign right now. So, you know, when Pluto's in your sign, there's usually a death we have to go through, whether that's physical or symbolic. You've got, yeah, I'm smelling it again right now. That is so strange. You guys have, your loved ones on the other side are very present, which is interesting. And you may be noticing them around you. You may be dreaming about them this month. Talk to your loved ones on the other side. They are very much with you and supporting you. Woo, sorry, that just threw me off. What was I about to get into? Oh yeah, Mars is entering Cancer on August 10th and will be there until end of September in your sixth house. So Mars in the sixth house, you know, physically you might be feeling more tired because Mars is at fall in Cancer. You may need more rest, sleep, dream time. But Mars in the sixth house is amazing for starting a new fitness routine, day-to-day health lifestyle, putting the inspiration in that way. Great for that. The lunar eclipse in Pisces at the end of the month is happening in your second house. So that is our last Pisces eclipse out of three in a row rather. And, that's been really cleansing out any issues in the past couple of years with your self-worth, values, money. If money has gone missing or you've lost money or you've been scammed by money, that is coming to an end point. Hopefully none of you guys have gotten scammed or anything like that. But yeah, just being mindful with your money. I think that Pisces eclipse is good for budgeting, cleaning out, things that you're subscribed to or you purchase that you don't need. And that Pisces eclipse feels like a full circle moment where also maybe there's physical possessions you have that are worth a lot now that you don't even know it. And what's that show where you go on that show and they tell you how much your physical possessions are? And sometimes it's way more than you think. Can be a good time for that, Aquarius. Yeah, and lucky days of the month, August 6th, Sun trine Saturn, August 11th, Venus trine Uranus, August 17th, Mercury trine Saturn, and August 31st, Jupiter trine Saturn. There's a lot of lucky days for you, Aquarius, and also for Capricorns too. Intense days of the month, August 21st with Venus opposite Saturn, and August 28th on the day of the eclipse, your ruler Uranus is in square to the Sun and Mercury. Okay, let's pull a card for our Aquarians. Did I pull a card for Capricorns? I just totally forgot. I think I did. I hope I did. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's Antique Roadshow. That's right. That's the TV show I was referring to. Okay, Aquarians. Ooh, month of August. I didn't pull a card for the Capricorns. Katie says no. Can you guys confirm that I didn't? Oh my God. I did? Okay, if somebody in the live chat, if you wouldn't mind just maybe typing out like, no, you did not pull a card for the Capricorns, or yes, you did pull a card for the Capricorns, I would greatly appreciate that. Sorry, Capricorns. Okay, we'll start with Aquarius card. Oh my gosh, 9 of Pentacles. I think it was the Scorpios that got this too. Ooh, so double. Double, double, double. Double trouble. 9 of Pentacles. This is, and you have that Pisces eclipse happening in your second house, which is very much about money and abundance, physical resources, financial stability. Okay, good. I did pull a card for the Capricorn. Sorry, you guys. I'm very much like la la la. Ever since I felt that energy from the other side, I get a little bit whew, sorry. Yeah, this is a great card, Aquarius, for finances, independent wealth, your work, even just pleasure and enjoyment in life, rewards, hard work paying off. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Love you guys. Have an amazing month of August. Lastly, we have our Pisces, our magical creatures from the lagoon. Jens and I have been watching old movies, old like horror, spooky movies. Have you guys ever seen the creature from the Black Lagoon? Pisces are creatures from the magical lagoons. Okay, Pisces, what have we got? Well, I really like, I gotta say, I love that Jupiter trine Neptune that we've been having, which was exact in July, but is still going into beginning of August. I love it. I love your two rulers in a trine. Heck yeah. Pisces, this is nice. This is really positive. And your traditional ruler Jupiter now is a lot lighter going into August because no more opposition to Pluto, no more square to Chiron. Woo woo. So, Pisces, I really like this astrology for you right now. We've got a very big emphasis this month on your 6th house, Sun transiting there in Leo, solar eclipse in Leo, August 12th, Mercury, Jupiter there as well. This is like, this month is getting you grounded. I feel you're bringing that magical energy into your day to day. You can be feeling more grounded, more in your body, positive breakthroughs in your physical health, in your day to day routines, letting go of stagnant routines that don't feel good, bringing in more positive ones, more positive work opportunities as well. A lot of Pisces, you may be getting a new pet. Positive astrology for getting a new pet animal, if you've been thinking about that with that 6th house emphasis. Venus enters Libra August 6th, will be there until September 10th, and is in your 8th house. Ooh, that's nice for financials, investments. I'm not a financial advisor. Love, committed relationships, merging resources with others as well. Commitments, deep commitments. Mars enters Cancer on August 10th, will be there until September 27th, and this is in your 5th house. So you guys, I think, are feeling fiery. You're feeling fiery. You're feeling passionate. You're feeling confident, ready to go. I like this. I like this for our Pisces. Lunar eclipse in your sign at the end of the month. So this is a big month. It's the final lunar eclipse in Pisces out of 3 in a row. So Pisces, congratulations. You've survived Neptune in your sign, Saturn in your sign, eclipses in your sign, North Node in your sign. You've survived being a Pisces during the end of an age of Pisces. I mean, you guys have just gotten absolutely slammed. You're one of the signs that you've just been getting slammed. And now it's the last eclipse in Pisces. The final hurrah, the final letting go out of this eclipse cycle. Surrender. That's the positive side of Pisces. The high vibration is compassion, surrender to what is. This can be a very magical eclipse time in Pisces of things coming together, signs and synchronicities. Have you guys ever had those times in life where it's just like unbelievable amount of synchronicities, things coming together? That's what it feels like for Pisces this month. So soak it up. You survived. You thrived, even if it was challenging. And you're letting go. It's the last letting go of who you are not. First house, how you show up, physical body issues as well. This month is asking you, get in your body. You're going to feel so much better if you get more grounded in your body. It's really, really important for you guys. Lucky days of the month, August 15th with Mercury conjunct Jupiter, August 17th, Venus sextile Jupiter, August 31st, Venus trine Saturn. And intense days of the month for you are August 10th with Venus opposite Neptune, August 17th, Mars square Neptune. Let's pull a card for our Pisces. And I'm really, oh my God, I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. I'm about to host our Lamas ceremony on my membership. I'm so sorry, everybody. We're a few minutes late. Okay, Pisces card for August. The Fool. A whole new adventure, a brand new start. Very innocent, very inner child. It's about freedom, openness, being open. It is safe for you to be here, Pisces. It is safe for you to be here. Be your magical ass self. Okay. This feels like just be yourself. It's safe for you to be here now. This is not a super heavy time for you guys. I think a lot of you can be becoming more grounded. There's more invitation for you to get grounded, more invitation for you to feel safe and have fun in the curiosity and playfulness of life. Be open. All right, you guys. Love you, Pisces. Have a magical August. Thank you all so much for joining in, everybody who's live or if you're in the replay. I've got to head off. I've got to scoot now over on my membership. We're going to do our Lamas Wheel of the Year ceremony August 1st. But before I finish up, just a reminder that all my offerings and things are available over at my website, megmoonbeam.com. My personal readings are now booking into October, November 2026 and 2027. So you can check those out over on my website. And coming up on Sunday, August 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm hosting my August eclipse season webinar, uncensored, in depth. We're going to go in depth into these eclipses, my world predictions, 12 sign eclipses, how eclipses affect you for the whole next year ahead. And I so appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, public videos. Really appreciate it. If you would like this video, subscribe to my channel. Consider leaving a comment or hype below to help with the channel's growth. And I also have my premium and astrology club memberships available on my website where I go completely uncensored. There's lots of cool perks and content there, so you can go check that out. Discount codes for membership are in the description box of this video. Love you all. Have an absolutely magical August, you guys, and see you next time. Bye.